Good evening, folks. It is February 21st. Welcome to Steele Nazz, presented by Hedge Better. We got Magic Mike in the building. We got Mike Steele, and we got Showtime Money Craig. How we doing tonight?
Hedge to 1,000, baby.
Hedge to 1,000.
We're here, baby.
1K. 1K.
Great interview tonight, huh?
Big interview.
Yeah, before that, I got to give a shout out. If you haven't yet, go on the Hedge Better YouTube page and subscribe. We're getting to 1,000. We're fighting to 1,000.
We gotta. Come on.
HB.
What do you want us to do?
It's too easy, yeah.
Give us some ideas.
Top comment on the YouTube. I will fucking do.
Consider it done by Craig.
Yeah.
1,000 gallons of milk for 1,000 subscribers?
I don't care what it is. Put it up there. If it's not fucking absolutely ridiculous, I'll do it, all right? Top comment on the YouTube, I'll do it.
And if it's absolutely ridiculous, maybe.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah,
Fuck
we'll
it.
play, yeah.
Move
We
to
wanna go
Thailand
viral.
for a
Comment
year.
by comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's get into episode 156 tonight. We had Northeastern hockey, Jack Williams on the show. Last week, Jack Williams helped the Huskies repeat as Beanpot Champion, scored the game-tying goal, having a year himself with 16 goals and 17 assists. Came on, was rocking. Northeastern 500. They're poised and everything to win the Hockey East Championship, and I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go.
5 out of 6.
Why not us?
Start it
Slowly
up.
becoming the Northeastern Invitational.
Hey, Northeastern, baby. Let's go.
We got posters.
Hottest chicks, too.
Yeah, hottest chicks too. We talked, right? You asked about campus life.
Yeah, he didn't give us much, but
He-
I'm going off
he's a
of my
straight edge guy.
knowledge that they got
He's
the
a straight
hottest
edge
chicks.
guy, so
Yeah, he's dialed.
he is that.
He's
Yeah,
dialed,
locked
as the
in.
kids say.
Post interview, we'll get into a little B's versus C's. Marchand plays game 1,000. Matt Slater retires from the NFL after 16 seasons. Probably a Hall of Famer. Everyone knows what we need. A quote by Rafael Devers said today about the Red Sox organization. Sidney Sweeney to host SNL. We'll get Magic Mike's take on that. Rest in peace, Kagney, Linn, Karter. We'll have a whole segment on that.
A memorial.
And Steele, you tune in to True Detective Season 4.
Yep.
We'll give a little recap at the end there
Yes,
if we got
sir.
time. Let's move it on to the Jack Williams interview in Northeastern Hockey. Win the Beanpot over BU in a thriller at TD Garden. Now introducing Northeastern Hockey's Jack Williams, big time tying goal in the Beanpot Championship against BU. Jack, how's it going this evening?
Good. Everything's good here. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
And just, fresh off the Beanpot, I know it's kind of a 500 a year, but getting, the repeat, I just want to hear out of the blue, how great was it to win that game?
It was special. I don't know if you guys watched, but
Yeah, absolutely.
it was a stressful game for us. We never led in the game, and we were just battling from behind pretty much all night. But it was a special night for us in our group. So
going into that, because obviously BU and BC have been the cream of the crop all year. Ranked 1 and 2 at one point. You're gonna have to play one of those teams in the finals. Just kind of what was the preparation going into it with the team? Where you guys, we have to repeat this year. I know whenever you play any of those 3 teams, any time is always a special night.
yeah, I mean, Beanpot's a little different. Rankings kind of go out the window. You look at that first game, we're ranked 20 something, and Harvard's ranked 50 something, and it goes to overtime. And 1 versus 3 game is, what was that? It was a 1-goal game. So rankings go out the window at Beanpot time, and we knew that whoever we played, it was going to be an absolute war, and it was at the end of the day. And we were a confident group going into it because we beat both of those the 2 big teams in there, and we were coming off a win against BU just a week prior, so we were confident going into BU once we knew it was them.
And getting started into the game, I don't want to get to the final getting too quick, but what was it like being down going into the whole game, and what was your coach saying? What was your team's attitude? What's the mentality being down in that type of environment, knowing that it's kind of a give it all final effort chance?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in those games all year. We've been in 1-goal games repeatedly, and early in the season they didn't go our way, and just recently we started to turn the tide on those. So we know how to play in those games, and we really never panicked. That was kind of the message. I mean, if you look at the goals, we shot ourselves in the foot, honestly, on all 3 of them. And we were just like, hey, guys, let's leave it all out there. Going in the third, down a goal, this is it. Might as well, right?
Is there someone on the team that really you look to towards as like a leader, whether that be a captain or someone else that like kind of gives you that energy or that fire to like get you in the mood to be like, all right, let's put it into fifth gear?
I mean, yeah, Justin Ritzkovian's our captain and our leader, and he does an unbelievable job. He's an absolute dog, and he gets the guys fired up, and he's brutally honest with everyone. He doesn't hold back, and like I said, he's an unbelievable leader. He's sending out great texts night before games to get the guys going, and in the locker room, he had a great speech, and everybody on the team looks up to him and respects the hell out of him. So we're very lucky to have him, and everybody looks up to him, and he's the guy that we kind of go to.
Yeah, it's tough to win, especially in overtime, both games. I mean,
Right.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that must have
insane.
been absolutely insane.
Nerves to the roof. Your
Yeah.
adrenaline's pumping. You know, you got all the fans there. Is that one of the bigger crowds that you've played in front of, or have you seen a big crowd like that before?
At the Garden, too. You guys are usually in the home bar in Northeastern.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest. I mean, you look at last year's final, and it was pretty sold out as well. But Harvard, obviously, they didn't bring as many fans as BU, so the whole upper bowl was filled this year, and it was like 50% us, 50% them. And going down the stretch, they were hemming us in pretty good, and it was loud and it was hectic.
Any chance you hear specifically where it like stood out where you're like, oh shit, like they got us?
Nothing crazy. The funniest thing we heard was like they came on the PA and they're like, let's be respectful to all players and everybody in the arena and all this, and everybody started booing, and then immediately it went into fuck BU.
Yeah, that's not why they're there.
As is tradition.
Yeah. The fans aren't there to be respectful.
Imagine. Fuck that.
Now I kind of want to talk about, I went back to rewatch it today. Your game tying goal. I had a little comparison to 88 there on the Bruins, just kind of standing in the circle, waiting for your time on the far side there. Just kind of run back of, what you saw there going into that game tying goal there in the third period.
We knew we had to capitalize, and that was going to be one of our opportunities. We got that penalty there, the power play there, and honestly, we've been clicking at a good rate recently. So we just knew we had to go out there and do what we do. Didn't win the draw, so that was a little unfortunate, but broke in pretty easily, and then we just got into our set, and we were snapping it around pretty good. Me and Vinny, we worked on that shot a lot last week, the week before, and we knew that we could beat F1, and if I get low enough, I can hit it, and hopefully nobody's in the lane. So it kind of just worked out perfectly. It was pretty low. Usually I'm dot to hash mark range, and I was touching maybe the bottom of the circle there. So a little uncomfortable, but we made it happen.
It cut off before the celly. I just wanted to know, what was the celly after the goal?
It was just kind of like soak me in, Yeah. Let me just enjoy this. Here I am. Let's go.
Yeah, against the boards, get the crowd going.
Seriously. Ritz had a good one too. I think he might have just done one of these. He had a really good one.
Yeah. You got to shush the crowd.
Oh, you have to, yeah. And then G obviously hit the heartbreaker, that was great.
Oh, I love that.
Speaking of G, when you first met Gunnar Wolf-Fontaine, that was his name, what goes into oh wow, that's that unusual name, right?
My first introduction was in prep school because we played against each other when he was back on Moses Brown, so it was forever ago. And then I had to deal with him when he was in Chicago and I was in Muskegon for a couple of years there. And he ate us alive for a while, and he's another one. He's just an animal. He scores big time goals, and he's the best, honestly.
What prep did you play at?
So my first year I was at Berwick Academy in Berwick, Maine. When 1 year there, and then I was at Selects Academy in South Kent School in Connecticut for 2 years, and then I went out to Muskegon.
Sweet. A little bit everywhere.
Nice. And then what led to the Northeastern? Recruited, or that's just where you wanted to go right out of the gate?
Yes. So when I was at my freshman year at Berwick, they reached out and I committed there. It was one of the first schools to talk to me, and I always grew up going to the Beanpot and wanted to go to a Boston school. So it was the perfect opportunity, and obviously Coach Keefe and the staff, and they were doing a great job at that point, and I was super excited.
How's campus life? Give us the
rundown. It's unbelievable,
especially for a guy like you, hockey guy. Give us. Are you celebrity status?
Some chicks?
Honestly, no, not
chicks?
Really.
No,
not at all.
Not even this week.
Fly under the radar.
Come on, man, this week.
Not at all.
I should be parading you.
Yeah, right. There should be a damn parade.
No, not our teachers know us, and I mean, people know us, and they kind of stay out of our way a bit, but we're not really celebrities, and I don't really do much. I kind of go to my dorm, go to class, and go to the rink. That's about it for me. So
Pure hockey guy. I respect that.
Do teachers ever give you a break knowing that you just won, whether or not you have like an assignment or anything that you can turn in late?
Yeah, I mean, I got a break or two this week. I had to email a couple teachers because things weren't getting done, but we made up for it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
If a teacher thought you were going to be it on Tuesday, grow up.
No, so you know what's funny is they actually canceled school.
Perfect.
It was supposed to be a snow day, but there was no snow. So
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was supposed to be 12 feet. It was maybe a dusting.
Oh, perfect.
it snowed for like 20 minutes, and
If that.
What was the celebration like after the game? You guys go out? You guys let it rip?
Kind of got the routine.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little spot on campus, Two Saints, Ohi, whatever you call it. Yeah, it was pretty packed. The line was nuts.
Love that. Yeah, I actually got a buddy on the team. It's actually one of my good friends' little cousin. You know Nolan Hayes?
Oh, Hazy, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm best friends with the older cousins, so he's a good friend of mine, good friend of the pod.
I love Hazy. He's so funny. He's just a great presence in the locker room, especially as a freshman. All the boys, he gives everyone a good laugh.
Need that.
Gotta have it.
Yeah, seriously.
What's some of your best hockey lingo? I always like getting hockey lingo from the guys.
I don't know.
Ones?
You've been dropping some lingo. You're doing it subconsciously. Like you're not even like at the dot,
I think
at the
one
half
of the
mark, at the circle.
Dude, that's hockey terminology.
I know that's terminology.
He's not the
but
biggest hockey guy.
Just seeing him say it in a sentence.
I thought he's gonna say like Zinachino or Upper Deck or something like that.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not dropping any of that. It's mostly just like in-game stuff, and like you said, it's just comes off the mouth easy.
All right,
that's fair. So going into this year, you got 16 goals, 17 assists on the year. As a freshman, your stats weren't like that. What has changed? Like whether it's more opportunity, you get ready more for this season, or what happened?
I mean, yeah, last year I went into the season just trying to be in the lineup every single night. I didn't really have too many expectations. I wanted to help the team. I knew that we had a very good team of returners coming back. So anything I could do to help the team was kind of my goal last year. And then I just had a really big off season. Grinded all off season. College hockey off seasons are longer than juniors, so you're off for like 7-ish months. So there's a lot of time to get better. And then I just came in the season and confident with my preparation, and obviously the coaching staff was going to look to me a little bit more this year as an older guy on the team. And I think I've kind of just ran with all the opportunities. Got off to a bit of a slow start, but stuck with it, and we're going good now. So
I'm sure like the college thing over, going to doing the juniors. I hear all these stories, like nightmare stories about, how juniors, kept me away from college. And I'm just good to see that you're not one of the ones that stay. I know someone who was in juniors for like 3-4 years, and you can get stuck in there.
Yeah, I was honestly there for a bit.
Yeah.
I was there for, 3 full seasons of COVID, half a season there. And then I had like a little bit of an affiliate season. So I was up and down for a year. So I was in juniors forever, not forever, but for a bit. And it was great for me. I loved the spot I was at. Coaching staff was great. Good spot. Billets were unbelievable. Like I have honestly no horror stories. It was great for me.
Oh, that's good.
Because I hear them too. I hear crazy stories, like absolutely nuts stories. I'm like, yeah, I wish I saw that. It's hilarious.
Right. Going back to last year's Beanpot, like this year it's in overtime, it's rocking, everyone's going crazy, the fans. What was it like during the shootout? Like that's never happened before. Like that.
Just hold your breath. That was it. Just hold your breath and hope. And we had Dev, so I mean he's an absolute stud, and we had all the faith in the world in him. And obviously with Whitey this year too, like if it went to a shootout, we had all the confidence in the world, but being a guy on the bench, probably not going. It was just hold your breath and hope that the older guys got you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
edge of your seat.
Is there a shootout normally in college hockey? Is it only in the playoff type situation like that?
So college hockey is like to the official standings. Games end in a tie after overtime, but everyone does them for like league standings.
Oh, okay.
So anything after overtime, you don't get credit for, and like it's called pairwise, which puts you in like the tournament and all that stuff. But your league standings, they count it. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know that. So, like, do you practice specifically leading up to a tournament situation like that specifically, like in practice?
Not really. We have a little like pregame tradition the day before. We call it Juice Boy. Everybody goes in a shootout, and the last guy if doesn't score, he has to bring juice for the boys next week. So that's always a fun way to end practice.
Love that.
We talking Gatorade? We're talking
Yeah, we're
Kool-Aid?
talking juice, Naz. We're talking juice.
Juice.
Right?
Juice.
No, we're going. We've been doing a lot of Arnold Palmer recently.
Arnold
That's been
Palmer,
our
I love
go-to.
that. I love that.
Classic. Love that.
So good.
So your dream is probably to play in the NHL, I'm guessing. What teams did you like growing up, and what players you take notice nowadays?
Yeah, because you're kind of close to Canada, so I don't know if you were going to be a Boston fan or a Toronto, something like that.
Yeah, so I'm actually like only an hour and a half from Boston. It's not bad at all.
Oh, sweet.
So I was a Bruins fan growing up. Obviously, idolized Patrice Bergeron and like honestly all those guys. Like my first ever like favorite hockey player was Mark Savard. I was a big fan of his.
Nice.
Yeah.
91,
Yeah.
right?
It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
It's a damn
Fuck
shame.
yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Started that.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Love to see that. I see the Matthew Judon jersey in the background too. Shout out Matthew Judon.
Yeah, seriously. And
What else we got back there for jerseys?
What do we got? We got my military night, and then we
I
got
love
breast
that
cancer
military
appreciation, and then
Yep.
prep school jersey there.
Love that.
But yeah, another guy, Chris Kelly was a guy I really liked too growing up
Oh, yeah,
on
now
that
he's a
cup
coach.
run team.
Yeah.
I loved him. So yeah, I kind of love the Bruins and just all the guys that play for them.
Yeah, we know a Northeastern guy, former Northeastern guy, went undrafted, and then I think he plays for the Penguins now, Ryan Shea.
Yep.
Shazo.
Yeah.
So he's been because you haven't been drafted or anything yet, right?
No,
Yeah, so I mean that kid's paving the way, making some promise. Great to see him getting the show this year.
yeah, 100%. He's the guy that we kind of talk about a lot in the locker room.
Nice.
We have a lot of guys in his situation, like just undrafted guys, just grinding it out in college, and he turned himself into an unbelievable player, obviously, and he's doing great for himself now. And Coach Keefe is someone that, or Shazo is someone that Coach Keefe refers to a lot in the locker room. So.
Love that. Like speaking of like all the players, do you have any alumni that reach out to like guys, like younger guys on the team, and like come in to like talk to you guys? Obviously.
Yeah, they're great. Obviously, leading up to Beanpot Week, that's like a huge week, so you kind of get a lot of support from the older guys. But when guys are back in town, they're always stopping into Matthews. I remember, I think it was early this year or last year. Manson stopped in, talked to the guys. We did like a Hall of Fame ceremony. One of the guys was getting inducted to the Northeastern Hall of Fame, Joe Vitale.
That's
He stopped in. Devin Levi stopped in. Struble. So a bunch of the guys, Jordan Harris, they all stop in when they're coming into town to play the Bruins. So
that's awesome.
That's great.
yeah.
Which of the other 3 Beanpot schools can you stand the least?
It's a good one.
That's a tough one. I mean, I think if you were to ask anybody, it'd probably be BU. Just
Okay.
I don't know. That's the way it is. But I got a couple buddies on the team, so
That's
I like
Mike's.
some of those
That's
guys.
Mike's.
Yeah,
that's
root
Mike's
for
team.
BU. Yeah, root for
Sorry,
BU.
sorry,
I get it.
sorry about that.
I get it.
Who-
Don't worry about it.
Who would you say is your number one rival out of the 3 teams?
We're a big anti-BC podcast.
Yeah,
so.
like I like
Yeah,
Northeastern
I am
too.
too.
But fuck
Honestly,
BC.
I don't like either of them. But if I had to say anything, it would be BU. The biggest rival, I think, BU as well.
Yeah.
Those games get out of hand, and the BC games they're just different. They play with a bunch of skill, and BU will muck it up with you a little bit, so they can get a little bit grittier.
Love to hear that.
Now you guys are sitting a little bit above 500 now. It's looking like you're gonna have to get an at-large bid in the. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the hockey, you're in the Hockey East, right? Northeastern.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get an at-large bid. How are you guys gonna have to play in order to succeed there?
We just got to play our best hockey going forward. If we win the Hockey East tournament, that grants us entry into the national tournament as well. So we're heating up at the right time. Obviously, we've been playing good hockey over the last month, and we're just kind of trying to stick to our game right now.
Yeah, you've already proven. I mean, like BU or BC is going to be the 1 seed most likely in Hockey East, and
Yeah,
you know you can do that.
Another great year for hockey. UMaine's playing well. You guys won the Beanpot. Like a lot of shit's going their way.
it's a great year to be in Hockey East. Any team can win any single night. Like last weekend, I mean, obviously we're coming off the Beanpot, but we lost to UMass Lowell, who's last in Hockey East right now. It's like anybody can beat anybody on any given night. And Maine's having a great year. And as a Maine guy, I love watching it personally. We're going up there tomorrow. We head up there. So I'm super excited to get up there and see the Alphon just absolutely rocking.
Is that who you support for college hockey?
No, growing up, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Growing up, I liked BC because of Brian Dumoulin. He was a Biddeford guy.
Okay.
Same hometown as me. So I liked them growing up, but I grew out of it extremely quickly.
yeah. Probably when you got picked up.
Now Biddeford, is that near like Saco? Everyone goes up on the
I think so.
the lakes.
Yeah, it's right next to it.
Yeah. So you guys get rowdy when you're back home? Is that like a stomping ground?
Yeah, Saco big for
No,
you.
I don't do too much when I'm back home.
No.
Like I said, I kind of just go to the gym, go to my house, and go to the rink. Every once in a while, hang out with some friends, but I'm kind of a homebody.
It's a great professional answer.
Dialed in.
Guy's
dialed in.
This
He
kid's
doesn't
trying
have
to
time for fucking parties and
So you
campus
win the
life.
Beanpot.
He's trying to throw you off.
Seriously.
This kid's down.
I respect it. That's why you're the one we're interviewing and we're sitting here.
Jack, I appreciate your time. You guys got anything else?
Best dressed on the team. Who you got?
Best dressed on
Good
the team.
question.
That's a great question. We got some interesting styles. I really like Matt DeMellis, just professional.
Matt. Love to hear it.
Yeah, really professional.
Yeah,
out of
business
him.
casual.
Gonna have to look
Yeah.
up his swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about the
He's
flow?
got good
Best
hair
flow on
too.
the
Go with
team.
it.
What number is
Best
he?
flow. He's 21.
21.
Best, but also best flow.
Best flow. I would say I'm normally up there, but it's getting a
I
bit
was
long
gonna
right
say
now.
you got some.
I was going to be like, say it.
It's a little long right now. I'll tell you, worst hair on the team is definitely Cam Whitehead. That's a tough dude to look at.
Well, DeMellis is from Hingham.
Okay.
The best dress is from Hingham. That kind of makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. Press
He's the
suits.
best.
If he
He's
doesn't
the
make it to the
absolute man.
NHL, he'll be in Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't fucking know.
Oh, it's a good call. It was a good call.
Anyone on the team got Bitcoin?
Yeah. They probably all did.
No.
Well, tell them to get some. I'm fucking around.
Jack, appreciate you coming on the show. Best of luck throughout the rest of the season. Sure, we'll be in touch down the line. Best of luck with everything.
Yeah, we'll come out there.
Yeah, really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you, man.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
And that was Northeastern Hockey's Jack Williams on winning the Beanpot last week. What a savage. Great kid.
Round of applause.
2-0 in the Beanpot. 2-0 in the Beanpot.
Seems like he's on his way. Hopefully Northeastern, wins out. I'm rooting for Northeastern here.
Steele
going
Nazz
on.
effect probably will.
Probably will. I mean, chances are.
We're still pretty hot.
Probably. Definitely. Yeah. Let's go.
We mentioned Shazo. Shazo's in the league now after he talked to us a couple times, actually. So
Friend of the pod.
Yeah.
Friend of the pod, some would say.
we just need to work on whoever boxes next, in the round table to come out with a W.
Let's see your bitch ass hop in the ring, huh?
Yeah. Where's Adam in the ring?
Anton's been calling you out for fucking years.
Yeah,
you're too
30 years.
you're too bitch to do it.
Anton's not even in my weight class, bro. That kid weighs 3
I
bills.
guarantee he would cut down the weight to fight you.
Yeah.
Just like I do it
Yeah.
for Magic.
That kid doesn't leave his fucking basement or the Thunderdome.
Dude,
Hasn't
get
been
it in
in
motion.
years.
Get him fucking activated
You
to fucking
sound
lose the weight.
horrified.
Dude, I know. I'm
You
telling
sound
you, dude.
terrified.
He's
The
scared,
people
dude.
want it.
I'm not terrified at all.
Naz versus
In
Anton
fact,
is the
I
match of
can't
the
wait.
year.
People really do want it.
Northeastern wins it all. You fight Matt.
Yeah, how about that?
Northeastern wins it all. I'll fight.
All right, let's
Anton.
go. I'll get down to weight. to
Anton,
fight
on you,
Magic.
Jack.
Anton,
Williams.
instead of being here tonight, he got in a conference call about NFTs today.
Let's hear it.
Do we want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Partially.
But wait, pause that real quick.
Yep.
Before this plays, he did just win a major NFT. So just take this into
promise
account.
you, I promise you, no one listening to this cares.
What you're about to hear is not great for Anton, but
That's from Lucifer.
Huh. So I wonder how they got that. Because how many people have been at it? How many
It's
total
15% unique, 995 owners.
Yeah, so we've added no owners, so I don't get how that was an issue before, but now it's not.
We went down technically 5 owners.
who is this fucking loser?
It's hard for me to struggle that's another human being on the other end. Never mind to fight with that
As
person.
well.
That might be AI.
Yeah. He might be talking
All right,
to
turn
him.
that up. Turn that up.
Yeah.
Anton has the most AI recreatable voice of all time.
No,
That was
guy
an
did.
Anton.
To get the full explanation, he's in like an NFT space on Twitter, and he's one of the speakers with these. That was the thing I got away from it. Like, he actually sounds smart, and if he put that into actually something that was more useful, I mean, he did just win some money, I guess.
Debatable on the usefulness there.
Okay.
Debatable.
But
He probably makes more
Sports.
money doing that than the podcast. So I
Sports.
Hey,
fair.
not till we hit heads to
Focus.
1,000.
Heads to
Heads
1,000. Focus.
ads. Come
if
on.
Anton can dial in and get his NFT people to press the subscribe button, we're going to be to 1,000
He
by
could
end
do
of
that
week.
if he showed up and he could talk about it.
He will.
Sports.
it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be.
Fuck
his,
sports.
It's not his fault.
here.
I blame it on the people around him. Those AI voices, whatever, those geeks of the world.
He's locked in. He's locked in like that kid is to the
He's
ice.
dialed.
He's dialed.
What's that movie he loves where they talk about getting the millisecond or something?
The Manhattan Project, it might be called. I
yeah,
should know
Anton
that.
is
But
literally the Manhattan Project for fucking
he's been
NFT
finding that
projects.
millisecond for a long time, and he's itching closer. He's the guy digging the gold.
You know who's close to the top? Ilya Taporia? No.
Ilya?
Taporia. It like rolls off
Yeah.
the tongue. He's
Ilya
Spanish.
Taporia.
I watched the fight last
They'd
week.
kick you out of Spain for that
Yeah,
pronunciation.
Volkan went down when he was a slight favorite, 15-0. Seemed like a bat out of hell. Boxing Volkan to the end, cracked him in the face, knocked him out.
No, got him good.
Yep.
Got him good. I mean,
Great
two
shot.
warriors. Yeah, it was a great show.
Sexy
It
shot.
was a bad fight. Volkanovski took this fight way too soon. He just got knocked out in October. It's only 4 months. His brain didn't fully heal. If you watch the actual fight, his game is like he was up there with Islam when he was wrestling. Yeah, he got knocked out by a head kick, but he's great on the ground. And Ilya Taporia is fucking unbelievable stand up, and his striking's insane. He was trying to go toe to toe with him, and that's a young man's game. He's 35 years old. Ilya Taporia is 27. It's obviously clear that he has the stamina over him. He should have just played a different game. He played the wrong game, and he got
Called
knocked
out
for it.
McGregor, told him to meet him in Spain.
Yeah,
I
Thoughts?
love that.
Dude,
guy
Dana
would
White
massacre
Dana
Conor
White was
McGregor.
on the Julian Edelman podcast, and he talked about it. He goes, Conor McGregor is on a yacht, mega yacht, one of the biggest yachts you've ever seen, in the hottest place in the world at the time, just hanging out. He goes, I wouldn't want to come back and go get fucking punched unless it's fucking ridiculous money either. Like,
So
why would you
he
do it?
didn't like that call out?
No, he just knows that he's not gonna do it. He needs like the big money. He just knows that that's not big enough, or he thinks that it's not gonna bring enough eyes. He's
Also-
just not gonna report.
I think it
I
would.
think part of Volkanovski's game plan is also Taporia is very good on the ground himself.
Yeah, that's
Is
what
he?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's not Volk. It's that's what I'm saying. This is a UFC now where it's a lot of people that we're going to see a lot of these younger people, no name people, take out these people that we have as our favorites and our as our bias, like just our favorite fighter. Love seeing them. Like everyone's not going to win every single fight. This is a new league. It's going
Like,
to be a younger man's game.
Can thank the
We got-
Illuminati.
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. His first 7 wins was by submission.
Really,
Oh,
that's
wow.
crazy.
And one's by an anaconda choke, which you don't fucking
that
see too
anaconda
often on
don't.
that.
Yeah, and then a
You
lot
don't
of
see
his
that too
knockouts
often.
are absolutely insane too. He has some fucking insane striking.
Yeah, so he's the
I
real deal.
like him.
He choked out Bryce. He choked out Bryce Mitchell, who's put
Yeah.
a guy in a twister.
Yeah.
So fucking,
And then
you
he-
got to be pretty good on the fucking.
He like
ground
does
to do
Boston crabs to
Yeah.
people.
He beat Josh Emmett too,
Yeah.
who knocked Calvin Qatar the fuck out.
Yeah, Josh Emmett also knocked out Bryce Mitchell wicked bad. Josh Emmett's
Very
a fucking
bad.
savage.
Very bad. Yes.
What else? Another fight.
Robbie Whittaker coming back.
Yeah, I was gonna
though.
say that was honestly that was a fucking robbery. Paulo Costa won that fight.
Debatable.
We
No,
watched, dude.
way.
Yes,
It was
No
very
way.
even, but I would agree that the fucking that
If you look at-
Brazilian tan god. What Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Dude needs to get off the juice.
Magic was actually blown away by Paulo Costa's
much
stature.
juice.
He drinks a gallon of shit that literally he writes on it. Paulo Costa's secret juice, and he just rips his shit.
Guy, I mean,
Steroids.
he gets near your wife,
testosterone.
throw away your ring.
Good luck.
Done.
You're done.
There's actually a video of him shaking all. He goes up to do the weigh-in, and he shakes all the ring girls' hands, and everyone just thinks he's being polite. And then he tweets after. He goes, "I just shook everyone's hand so their boobs would shake."
He's a
sick
dog.
He's a dog.
I
Absolute
like
dog.
the Whittaker guy though. When Whittaker walked out, I was like, this guy's winning this.
Ian Gary Oh shit! I gotta plug in the PC 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh dear.
problem.
Oh dear.
Great UFC card. That I think the next
Wait,
one.
Ian Gary. I'll go where he's going because we were watching it here at the stew. Ian Gary Machado,
Yeah, that was a good
the
one.
cuck guy. He's a cuck. Did you know that?
Magic just
Machado.
Machado is
Okay,
not his real last name. He's Irish.
Oh yeah. So it's Machado Gary. Yeah, no, his wife made him
Tell
take
the
the
story.
name.
His
Tell the
wife,
story,
his wife
Showtime.
married a guy, had a kid with him, got divorced, started dating Ian Gary. She's also like 40 years old and he's like 23. And then he took the last name of the original ex-husband. And like if they go on vacation, it's like the ex-husband, Ian Gary, the mom, and like the kid. Because he's like, I'm not gonna stake a wedge between my like kid's dad.
And he
he's
fought like shit.
She also has a book on like how to do that.
Yeah, it's called How to Be a Wag, which is
Yeah,
a wife
like
and
he
a
did,
girlfriend.
yeah.
No, it's like like literally how to do that. Like
But
have a wife and a
Side
boyfriend.
note from that, Mirab. He's
Oh
coming.
yeah, he's a beast.
He's coming.
The Georgians are taking over.
Yeah, Mirab is absolutely 100%
Yeah, Henry
coming for Sean
Cejudo.
O'Malley.
He had
Henry Cejudo
pretty good first round.
has to retire.
pretty good first round, but then last two just got dominated.
No, you got massive.
Yeah.
But honestly,
First round, he played
watching
well.
that fight though, I do. Sean O'Malley weighed in. He was like, "Dude, Merab kind of looked like shit. Like Cejudo looked like shit. Merab like didn't really even like fuck him up that bad. Like I do agree in that weight class. I think Sean O'Malley's still taking those guys out.
Like Mirab, like
Thoughts?
significant strikes. Like he had like 60 more. He had literally 113 more.
What did
total
you think
strikes.
of putting him on his back and carrying him across?
And that's
the
coming off
octagon?
pummeling.
that was
That's
something.
coming off pummeling Peter Yan. Like Mirab's coming.
Peter Yan's a bad
So
man.
you got him over O'Malley, then it sounds.
I definitely
He's
do.
coming.
Definitely do.
No.
O'Malley has to win the next one before we can
Yeah,
even get there.
You see that Happy Dad medallion around O'Malley's neck?
Gross.
Gross.
We actually have a good.
Happy
so
dads are
the
gross.
UFC's
Full
stacked.
send.
The UFC's absolutely stacked until UFC 300. So next week too, we have a great card with Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Royval.
Yeah.
Brian Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah, the 299 is where it's going to be at.
Paul
though.
Rosas Jr., the kid with the cleft lip, but he's actually a fucking absolute savage versus Ricky Turcios. Sam Hughes versus Yasmin. It's a good fight. So,
You know what I'm really looking forward to? UFC 299 that headlines Sean O'Malley and Marlon Vera.
absolute insane.
Sean O'Malley, his only loss was when he basically like broke his ankle, leg.
Yeah.
I forget what it was.
It was his
to
foot,
Marlon
yeah.
Vera. So they're giving him like the rematch fight. What I want to see out of this whole card, this is not personal, but not, it's happened before. Michael Venom Page making his UFC debut after being in Bellator the last, ever. I went to Mohegan Sun with the boys 5 years ago, and it was him against Paul Daly. And after we were crushing beers with Michael Venom Page and Paul Daly. So he's got a fan for life. I hope he wins.
Is he gonna beat
That's all
Kevin
it
Holland?
takes.
Kevin Holland, and I've been told that Kevin Holland is the
He's a beast.
he's the Bellator version of Michael Page. They're like the same fighter.
Yeah, it's going to be a great
He's
fight.
like a veteran.
Yeah, that
should
means
be a good
anyone
one.
could win because they're both they'll go swinging. You know what I
So
mean?
Michael,
Peter Yan
he's gonna
is
be like
also
30.
fighting on that card. Gilbert Burns is fighting on that card. Dustin Poirier is fighting on that card. That card is actually more stacked than UFC 300.
Oh yeah, no. It's
The UFC 300 has been an absolute letdown because he just announced at that last fight what the announcements were for the main
Jamal
card.
Hill.
And I agree. Brandon Shaw put out something the other day saying that it wouldn't be a big deal if Dana White didn't come out saying that it was going to blow everyone's socks off and be the craziest fight of all time. And if he came out and said the UFC is a whole different ballgame than what it used to be from UFC 100 to UFC 200, we have just every fight's a massive fight comparatively to back in the day. Like everyone is a big name. Like our talent is so much more diverse now. If he said that and everyone agree with that, that'd be fine. But when he comes out and says, I'm going to blow your socks off, you guys have never seen this, and then comes out and says it's going to be fucking... Who's it?
his
Hill?
uncle?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like everyone on this has been a champion in the last year.
But
you shouldn't.
if you look at
Like Charles Oliveira's there,
299
Gary's there, Calvin
299 to
Kattar, Aljamain
300,
Sterling.
I'd rather 299 than
Figueiredo.
300.
No, you know what?
No.
The main event is like not as good as advertised, but like every fight
This
could,
card's crazy.
yeah,
dude.
the last 6 fights could be in the main event. Like for an example, Holly Holm, former champion, she's in the 10th to last fight.
Yeah.
Like that should say it all.
It's a stacked card. That's what I mean. But I'm saying it
what
didn't
he's
blow my
saying
socks
is
off.
the headline.
Yeah.
He grabbed
Yeah.
us in with saying it would be a headline. And his uncle,
Gaethje, Max Holloway?
I'm saying the headliner.
Sign me up for that
The
forever.
headliner. The headliner blew it for me.
Uncle Bob was right when he said it should have been Zuck versus Elon. That would have blown the world.
Zuck was active last UFC. Did you guys see that?
Yeah,
He
we all
walked
saw,
out with
we all
fucking
saw the meme.
Vulcan with
Yeah,
Vulcan.
he cost
seen the
Volk the
He
championship.
apparently
Why do you
did.
call
He
him
owes him $1 billion.
Volcan?
Volkanovski.
Vulcan.
I just hate how you say it.
Volkno.
Vulcan.
I think Musk versus Zuckerberg would be.
I
That would've been
think Zuck's
something.
got him.
I don't know.
I think Zuck's got him.
Not after the way he was handled. He couldn't even get his hands. He couldn't even get in the mix in that fucking walkout. Like, don't
Come
walk
on.
out, bro. if
It
you're
would
not
be
gonna do
interesting.
nothing.
Come on,
Like, it would be a pick'em.
don't go back on the
pick'em,
meme.
you
Don't
think?
go
It would
back
be a
on the
pick'em.
memes and start picking them apart. In the time, you were like, holy shit, it's
In the
Zuck.
time, it
They're
was
both
cool,
the
I
robots
guess.
who would talk a lot of shit and then actually in there like be like, I have no idea what to do. So like you don't know what would happen.
It would have been the fight to deliver though. That would have knocked socks off.
Give me Kagney. Like, give me someone.
Bo
if-
Nickel. Got
we'll
Bo
see if
Nickel
Bob
coming.
Menery can make
Bo-
it
yeah,
happen
Bo
for
Nickel.
Dana.
Calvin Kattar's in his biggest fight
Yeah,
yet
Kevin
against
Kater,
Sterling.
Shout out. New England Cartel.
I'm on Sterling.
Shout out the boys.
Who do you guys got in that one?
Sterling. But it's good that he got a fight like that.
Give me Cater.
I hope so.
Give me
Yeah.
Qatar.
Yeah, whatever you can name it, whatever. Bo Nickel, though. Bo Nickel, that's one you should watch.
Yeah.
Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway is going to be a fucking banger.
Banger.
Who do we got for that? Who do we got? I'm taking Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje.
You
Let's
heard
ride.
it here first. You heard it here first.
Gaethje
Is
Holloway?
Holloway the Hawaiian
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
Holloway.
I'd take Holloway.
All right. We got a mixed battle. This is a little
Yeah.
battle between the boys right there.
Gaethje is hotter, but Max Holloway is all time better. No, I mean like hotter game.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, sure you
not,
did.
Not like the guy's got a fucking
Yeah,
seat,
sure,
you know.
yeah.
Wait, who you got? Sean O'Malley, Cheeto Vera? Marlon Vera?
O'Malley. O'Malley.
Oh, yeah.
And then Bo Nickel. Can't wait.
Bo Yup.
28 years old from Rifle, Colorado. He means business.
Yeah.
Rifle, Colorado. What a fucking
Also,
spot.
shout out Lights Out Lang fighting March 16th in the new fight league. Fight in Tampa.
Love that.
You gonna
Will
go?
you be there?
You should
Holy
go.
shit.
I will be in Naples March 16th, so we'll see.
Dude, that's right next door.
You have
No,
to
it's
go.
really not.
It
No,
is.
It's a good
It's probably
2
like a
hours.
3 hour,
Roll up.
2 hour. Yeah.
Nah,
if I can get a bus
Roll up.
there,
Shut up.
Consider it done.
I'm landing at like 4.
Hey, shut up. I'm looking it up right now.
I'll do it for what the amount of time, the drive.
I'm looking it up.
All right,
Tampa to where? Naples?
Naples.
All right, well, he was looking it up. I want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Slater Fitness and Performance, located at 101 French Avenue. Craig Kelly, get in there. It's February 21st. We debated last week when the sun comes out. I'm thinking it's around May where you're
2
going to want to have
hours.
that beach bod. 2 hours in
I'll
Naples.
do it.
There we go. Hey, I got that ad read in while he was waiting. I thought that was
Nice
pretty
job.
good.
Nice job.
We'll move on. Celtics or Bruins? What do you think we should take on? Celtics. Okay, so Jaylen Brown coming off, and I think he came in second in the dunk contest. Is
Yeah,
anyone really
terrible.
that guy, Matt Mitchell, is an absolute savage.
McClung?
Yeah.
McClung.
Yeah.
McClung.
Matt
Yes. Beast.
He was just like, why you keep calling him Vulcan and fucking Malcolm
Fuck
Mitchell over
you.
there?
How about that?
I honestly thought he was on the Orlando Magic the entire time. Until
Yeah,
I saw
G
it.
League.
What did it say?
Shout out the G
He's in
boy.
like G
Shout out the
League team.
boy.
I
I can't even remember what's.
He's in one of the cities. Who gives a fuck?
Osceola. He might be on the Osceola. Magic.
Osceola. Yeah, whatever it takes. Whatever it is.
I hope that's it, because like, why'd you come up with that?
I
if
think
not?
that was
Yeah,
it.
like
I'm trying to remember the jersey. I remember seeing him when he won, and I was like, wait, he's not even in the fucking league?
oh,
Basically, the definition of the night was, did Jaylen Brown fix the dunk contest? And the answer was easily no.
but he
did.
No, he's in.
He
He's
did.
in with the boys. Like, yeah, they know.
Part of it. He's
He
part
should,
of it.
no,
he
no.
should not have been in the final. He
No.
did nothing.
Who is the guy that did a nasty dunk? And they were
Obi
like,
Toppin's brother
Oh, yeah.
should have
The
got
Toppins
robbed.
can dunk.
I think the
Toppins
Toppin kid got robbed with the
Yeah.
360 through the legs.
Well, they were judgmental on the first attempt miss.
Yeah, that's fair. But when Jaylen Brown's doing literal dunks, he just does in a game. I would hope he's not missing those.
Boom. Hey, who saw the college fucking dunk competition?
I didn't.
Fucking 30 times better than the NBA.
I'm sure.
If you haven't had a chance, look up we'll put some highlight right here.
yeah.
Watch a college dunk. This thing
Clip?
is fucking this
What
place
if
is
people say-
unbelievable.
What if people commented, if you put clips in the fucking middle of the video, we'll subscribe? Would you do it?
I'd do it. Subscribe now.
Like
Edge
and
better
subscribe.
be
Hey, watch
1,000.
this. Boom. Yeah, thanks, Nazz.
I
Did
did
you just click?
Wait.
I did see on PMT that Hank bet like he gets $10,000 if he can dunk by the end of the year.
No chance.
No, I don't think he can.
That's really tough to like.
That's like
be able to
12
do.
inches of reach.
He's like, I'm not even. He's like,
Oh,
I'm
right.
working on it. I'm gonna start working on it. I
Can
haven't
you
even started
touch the
doing
rim?
it. They like showed he was like just right next to the rim.
Okay.
And he stands a
barely
chance
got it.
then.
I mean, he's
Not.
It depends what they
He stands a
classify
chance.
as a dunk because there's a lot of roll-offs or throwdowns that aren't.
He's
Like
fucking-
Naz over here never got a dunk a day in his life.
Neither are you.
That's true.
See, I could.
You could not. You could not
See,
dunk.
dude,
Eventually.
I'm thinking this too. I'm like, I think
Eventually.
I could dunk if
What's
I
his-
got
You're
it.
like 5'7", I'm like 6 foot.
What's
Like,
his
that's
I
time
would
frame?
dunk on you before you could dunk at all.
What's
No.
his time
Yes.
frame?
I'm 6'2".
I think he's got like the year.
Okay.
I'm
A
6'2".
year maybe.
I think he owes them like
This is
$4
Craig.
grand
How
if
many
he
subscribers?
$4 grand if he loses at like 10 if he
Ladies, I'm
wins.
6'2". Sorry,
6'2"?
what'd you say?
I think Hank's like 6'2". We gotta get him back on the show to talk about this dunk.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I told you I saw Hank at the like Barstool like
Left and
trivia
right.
night or something, and he like walked past me in a stairway, and I'm like absolute shit face. I'm just like, I walk by him, and he's like with two girls. I'm like, oh shit, weren't you on the Steele Nazz podcast? And he's like walking past me, like turns the corner. I was like, yeah. What the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I saw that. That was sick, dude. He's like, unreal. And then just kept going.
That's what it's all about, dude.
Yeah, that's you gotta throw that out.
That was one of our bigger gets ever. That's a big get.
No,
was fun.
I might just start
4,000
going to
subscribers.
Baltimore Ravens games and literally holding up a sign and say, Zay, weren't you on Steele Nazz? Steele Nazz was the best decision
Was
you
that
ever made.
real or fake that time on that? On
They'll
CBS?
never know. They'll
Okay,
never know.
So it was fake.
No, it was real. It was real.
What was this?
Nothing.
Nothing. Could carry on.
Yeah. Okay. So Jayson Tatum came out in an interview with ESPN this week saying he's the best player in the NBA. He's
Facts.
the face of the NBA.
Facts.
I think it's a little bit different than face. I don't know. Is the face of the NBA and the best player in the NBA?
Face of the NBA is LeBron.
I think it's pretty. Yeah, face of the NBA is LeBron, but he did say he is, which I guess that's not cocky. He's just trying to be confident. Face of the NBA, LeBron, best player in the league is Jokic, Nikola Jokic right now.
No,
The
it's
face of
not.
the NBA might be
Technically, the best
LeBron,
player in the
like, after he
NBA
retired.
is Joel Embiid. He's having statistically one of the best seasons of all time.
He legit like died like a month ago.
No.
Also a
just
giant loser.
No. He was
Just like
having the
a
best league.
horrific loser.
When I think of the NBA, I'm not like that's Joel Embiid's league.
No, but he was dominating.
But he's never gotten even to the ship.
Jokic has won
At least
a
get to
title,
the ship.
2-time MVP, about to be 3-time MVP this
I
year.
agree. Tatum's not the guy either, but he's closer than
He
Embiid.
is getting close, and he's got to win a ring, and he's in the conversation.
Dude, it was his year. It was his
We've
year
been
last
saying
year
that
to
for
win
6
MVP.
fucking. How long?
If
how
he
long
won
has
the
been on
champion,
team?
he would have won MVP, championship MVP, finals
Wait
MVP.
till June, boys.
But this is the
Yeah.
year. This like
This is one topic I wish we could fast forward to literally the championship
Yeah.
so we could just get to that because we're getting there.
but like
Probably.
this is the we do say like every year like they have
It's
a
a June.
chance to win, but this is the fucking year. This is the year to win it all.
Whose year is it?
Oh,
our
yeah,
year.
we got
The Celtics
we got
here, too.
Tingus Pingus. I told you that was a big pickup.
Tingus
I
Pingus.
told you. Adam hated it. I was
I
loving
didn't
it.
hate it. He was just being a little bitch
Steele
last week.
hated
He's
it.
got to stay healthy. Steele didn't like it because of the injury prone, but he does agree if he's healthy, he's good enough. So I think we're all in agreement here. If the Zingus Pingus plays, the
Tingus
Celtics.
Pingus.
Thank you.
The Celtics
Tune in
fucking
next
win.
week for the Celtics analysis. If Singus Pingus is healthy, we should make it to the ship
That
and
is a
win
fact.
it.
Yeah, should have won the whole time.
Yeah, we'll be in
Should.
a parade. Yeah.
We should. So just keep tuned in until that moment happens.
Yeah.
Also, shout out the Celtics for just like getting the fucking Nets to just be like, wow, we suck. We're going to fire our
They
coach.
fired him.
Like just back-to-back games of losing to the Celtics, and they were like, this guy who we gave an extension to, see ya.
Like it.
It's tough.
They might
50
be good,
points.
though. As a
50 points.
UConn guy, they take making Kevin Ollie the
Ollie.
coach. Kevin Ollie's a good coach.
They're going to turn the team around.
Not this year, but like that's a better
long-term
improvement.
move.
Who did
Yeah,
he coach? You probably coached like Shabazz, right? Like,
Yeah.
you probably missed Kemba.
he did.
We were just having a
He did miss
UConn
Kemba.
conversation earlier.
UConn is running it back. They lost to Creighton like last night by like 30.
Oh,
You need
shit.
that adversity. You
Oh,
need
he,
it.
He said the is it Hurley? The coach was just like, the coaches were awful and the players were awful. Just totally gave the discredit to everyone.
There it goes. They're
Yep.
in the gym. See you in
Ohio
March.
State beat Purdue the other night, too. That was a good game.
They did.
That's horny. Purdue's not going to make it out of the first round again.
Purdue.
What a bunch
Purdue.
of Purdue. Yeah, that's right.
You like that?
Love
Yeah.
that. Print the shirts.
Yeah, print the shirts.
I might.
When is March Madness? That's coming up, right?
It's
Hey,
almost
guess
March.
what? Prime March.
First week or last?
No, he's right.
All of it.
Like mid-
it's probably
like
like
mid.
second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
probably like
start, the
second.
big one
Oh,
starts the
man.
second.
Hopefully we can get on time for that. That'll be a good
I don't
special.
really start in depth watching college basketball until the conference championship week.
I've watched a bit this year because like UConn's been my team and like they've been top 5 like all year, so I've been kind of locked in.
Who's number 1 right now?
UConn, but they'll probably go down. Actually, no, because Purdue is 2 and they lost as well. Not as by much, but
Our guy Nick Timberlake has been he's been like the 8th or 9th guy for Kansas this year.
That's
You know
nice.
what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I might try to get him on. What do you think? Right after the tournament, or like right before the tournament, or after the tournament?
you got to just see where it goes.
Yeah, ask before, and if he doesn't be like, all right, see you after.
It's like
Yeah.
like his answer is all gonna come down to like what happened in the tournament.
Because like when
I'll
we
let you know.
Like
when
if
we
Kansas
last-
has like the
probably
most
after.
like if Kansas has like the most horrific like fucking
Yeah,
loss in like the
exactly.
history,
We're not
like
getting
he's
him.
not
We're not
coming.
getting him. Yeah,
But you know, he played 4 years at Townsend,
win it
which
all,
is
maybe.
like a low D1 school, and then he goes to Kansas, which is like a professional organization. So from the last time we talked to him till now, it's got to be like a full 180 of like what he possesses in his head.
If we could get him right when the bracket comes out, that'd be sick.
Yeah, they're usually a 1-2 seed. They won last year. Was that last year or 2 years ago?
UConn's the reigning
UConn
champ.
won last year. Okay.
Beat the U in the final.
We also
four.
got to get Frank the Tank on soon.
Fleming?
No, sorry. Not to laugh. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But the Hogan.
Hogan? Yeah, he's coming
Fresh off
soon.
a belt win.
Yeah, fresh off a belt win. We'll get the belt in.
We owe him his respects.
Yeah, we
It's
should.
time.
We should go on a jog with him and like.
Yeah,
We'll do it.
maybe we'll go to the gym.
wicked busy that day.
I'm not dying to jog with him, but maybe like
No,
a strip
for sure.
club. I
Yeah,
feel like
not-
he's a
not
strip
bad.
club guy.
Not bad. So Brad Marchand plays game 1,000 for the Bruins.
Yes,
Um,
living legend, Brad Marchand.
Yeah, they've been kind of, on a skew down, losing 4 of their last 5. Came up with a big win. They had no business winning against the Stars the other day. Was that a shootout goal to win?
Yep, that's how it all begins.
It's just been the same thing all season. The defense is kind of just letting up turnovers in their own zone. The goalies, try to do what they can to figure it out. I mean, Swayman had over 40 saves in the win the other day. And then, I can't really complain about the secondary scoring that has been an issue in years past, and that the All-Stars are coming to play. Pasternak's got close to 40 goals. Marchand's having a good year. You got a couple other guys in the woodwork playing well. What do you think?
I was there Saturday, and Forbort played one of the worst games I've ever seen a defenseman play in my life. Absolutely fucking horrific. I'm pretty sure they put him down to Providence already.
Did you boom out of there?
Yeah.
Concessions?
Concessions. Concessions. There were chicken fingers
Yeah,
involved.
you gotta
Nice.
You got to
There
get
were
the chicken fingers.
involved. That was good. The
They-
Bears.
I'm hearing they're better than usual.
It was good. No, they were fired. They were very good. They were very good. It was a tough loss though.
You
Tough
see
OT
how
loss.
quickly I get it off the talk
Yeah,
about the
fuck,
game.
fuck Derek Forbort.
And then Matt Grizzlick's been he's the only one I really don't like on the team. He's been awful. I know he's from Charlestown, but it's time to get him the fuck out of here. Been saying it for years.
Who gives a fuck about
It was great the last game.
Charlestown?
Yeah, who gives
Yeah,
a fuck?
who gives a shit?
What, you Robin Banks
Fuck
kid?
Charles.
Yeah,
Charlestown.
Robin Banks.
Get a new,
box
get
of
a new
quarters.
occupation. Fucking
Get a
what was his
fucking
name? I already
job.
forgot it.
Matt
Get a
Grizzlick.
job.
Get out of here,
Get a
Grizzly.
job.
But they're gonna beat the
Get a
Oilers
JOB.
tonight. Book it.
Who did
Where are they at in the standings? Are they looking solid or?
looking solid? They were in first place all year. I think the Panthers just overtook them
By 1 point.
by 1 point.
They'll be back in first place by the
Tonight,
end of this recording. Yeah.
tonight.
By the time this comes out, they'll be back in first
Yeah, they'll be
place.
back in first place by tonight when they beat Oilers. Tough game. Connor McDavid on the road, 10 p.m.
We gotta
start.
defend the wall.
Yeah, defend the wall is right. I would like to see the Bruins here try to get the 1 seed so they avoid playing the Maple Leafs, the Lightning, or even the Panthers themselves in the first round. But it's going to be tough. I think the goal this year, obviously, I would love to see the Cup, but winning a first round playoff series this year would be huge.
Look at last year.
Yep.
I'm not waiting about seeds. Whatever fucking team shows up, you got to beat them.
Copper
It
bust.
doesn't
Naz.
fucking matter.
Copper bust.
I don't agree.
I don't give a
Copper
fuck
bust.
what team they play in the first round.
I think there's a lot this year where you can come out with a couple, positives. If you get deep
Yeah,
in the
you're right.
playoffs,
Maybe
you go
you're right.
down.
Maybe you're right.
I mean, you just lost to your captain who's been here since 03. You lost Krejci, who's been here
The
since
most down
06.
they've ever been in my life was in 2010 when they were up 3-0 and they lost 4 in a row to the Flyers, also being up 3-0 in Game 7. They came back and won the cup.
Yeah, they're not.
It's called being down and coming back and
He's
fighting
right.
through adversity. It's
all
our year.
those
They're
guys-
going to win the
those
fuck
guys
out.
are
I was going to say, why would you,
Those guys
why
are
would you bring
rip
that
shit.
up? But now I know your reasoning why you brought it
Yeah.
up, and I appreciate
The
it.
players from last year are
Feed
definitely
me
all
all
pissed.
of them.
They want a cup. If they get a first round fucking playoff win, that ain't satisfactory for most of those guys, for any of those
It gets
guys.
me going. No, I don't
It
think
gets
it's
you going, maybe, but not them.
Oh, you speaking for them?
Yeah,
You speaking
I think
hard?
they'd be like, "Fuck, that's disappointing."
I think they're getting hard listening to
The
you right now.
Leafs, sad, pathetic franchise. What, you want to play the Lightning? You want to play Vasilevsky?
I'll play Detroit. I don't know if you get a first.
It shouldn't matter who they play; they got to run them over. It's a tough road.
Detroit's
to a
only
fucking cup.
behind the Lightning by fucking
It's a tough
1
road to the
point with
cup.
2 games
Whoever
in
they
hand.
get, they got to be able to beat.
Probably the Lightning.
Yeah, hopefully not.
That's what it says. Fuck 'em.
Lightning will turn it on soon.
Rude.
How
It's
many
at
games
6.
left? Are we getting close?
We are.
No, it's not that close. There's still like
When's
20.
the wagon leave?
There's still like
When's the
25
wagon
games
leave
left.
so I can know when to hop on?
June.
Wagon left. The wagon
You
left.
got about like 25 games
Long
left.
time.
March.
Plenty of time to hop on there.
Yeah, you got 2 months left.
You might even go to a game.
Dude, the St. Patty's Day game's a good one.
I'll be down watching Lights on Lang.
Boom. I'll be in.
I got bigger
Charleston on
things.
the
I
weekend.
got bigger things to fry than the cup.
I might go.
We gotta
I
come
might
back
go.
in the
I might
making.
go. out Chicago pre-marathon.
Not a bad decision.
Just lick the streets.
Take
Get
a look at the
taste.
take a look at the turns. You know, get a feel for the
Just
track.
fucking spit everywhere.
That'd probably get us 100 subscribers if you lick the Chicago streets.
Yeah, do something really fucked up.
Would you be willing?
Maybe.
Come on, man.
Depends-
man.
Yeah,
You-
this comes
you
up
want
to you.
thousands of subscribers?
Depends if it. Yeah.
Jersey Jerry would lick the streets for 1,000.
Yeah,
Figure it out.
and he'll be right there. I think in Chicago. Just hit him up.
Let's go.
Hit him
Oh
up.
yeah,
Hit him
you
up.
go
Hit
hit
him
up the pod. Go hit up the yak.
Maybe. Go
See if
put
you
my
can
bed
shoot
in.
some
Go put
hoops.
my bed in.
After 16 seasons in the NFL, Matthew Slater called it quits the other day, officially announcing his retirement. Absolute beauty, best gunner of all time. I have his stats up
See ya.
right here.
Never gonna be beaten.
5-time first team All Pro, 10-time Pro Bowler, 3-time Super Bowl champion. You name it, this guy's got it. I think he's going to be the first gunner, first special teamer on a kickoff to ever be in the Hall of Fame.
There are like Hall of Fame wide receivers, and like not like Pro Bowl is kind of a joke, but they're Hall of Fame wide receivers who don't go to 10 Pro Bowls. Like this guy was punt return defense.
And they pick one.
They
Pick one special teamer a year. They pick
Yeah.
one, and he got it 10 years in a row.
Him and Devin Hester, only non-kickers that should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and probably like close the book on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably forever.
Yeah.
Devin Hester's questionable comparative to Matthew Slater.
What
I'm
a
not
guy.
saying I'm not arguing that. I'm saying like that's two different sides. That's a wide receiver to a cornerback in a way.
Is he
You
the
know what I
best
mean?
punt returner, kickoff returner of all time?
Yes, by like
Devin Hester?
miles.
Yeah.
By like as
Yeah.
much miles as he is the best. Like
gunner.
on the
Gunner.
side.
You might have to give it to him.
Well, the
I'll give it to him.
resurfaced today hit the best.
And he went to the U.
The best showing is when they were down 28-3. They came back to overtime. The ref asked, heads or tails, and
Oh, yeah.
no hesitation, just give me heads. Fucking boom,
Yeah,
go
he,
down.
he was always on the
That's
coin
the game.
tosses too, which I did respect.
all over it.
It's confident.
big captain.
All over it.
He made that coin flip that way.
He made the special teams in New England. He honestly made it what it is.
New England's
what it
gonna
is.
miss him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
think he'll be sticking around. He might get in the coaching. He's like
Special, if he runs special teams, I mean, he's got
I'd
the
go
IQ.
to a different team if
He's
I
got
were
the
him. but-
IQ.
he's a religious guy. He
I
could
would just show
possible
videos
pasture.
of if I was him, I'd
Like
just
that.
show videos of myself. Be like, watch this. Just
Watch
do
this.
this.
Yeah,
just
he was
do
a
this.
big like the first like interview I saw him. I was like, wow.
Like
He
his
talks
family.
like that, yeah.
his family's got a something.
Very pastoral.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're right. Like religious.
Yeah, like
guy.
most people
he
look
was-
I
at
hope
like
he
a
goes that
special team.
path.
If you like join the NFL and someone put you on special teams, you might like look at it as a
Yeah, like
negative.
an
He,
intense crazy
yeah,
man or
yeah,
something. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like this guy just runs down fucking punt returners,
Yeah,
and he
he,
was
like,
just like
took
the
it
most
to, like,
calm,
a-
like peaceful, just
the
like
highest
If God
level.
wants me to tackle
Yeah,
him, I
yeah.
will. He will. Not even me.
yeah,
God
no,
will tackle
stud,
the man.
all time.
It's already been written.
Shout out to Matthew Slater.
Shout out to
Thank you,
Nazz.
Across. Before we get in the next topic, which is the Magic Mike Minute, we're just going to feed off. I want to give a big shout out to the law offices of Patrick J. Foley. Pat Foley.
That's primetime
do your
billing for
thing.
Pat Foley. there.
Just got his fundraiser in over the weekend for I think he does like some special needs, like baseball league or something. So big shout out to Pat. Got to get you back in the studio whenever you want. I think he's hiding his face. I say it every week.
I saw him walking the streets yesterday.
Oh, he's
I think.
running
I didn't-
everywhere.
I didn't say.
Is
hi
he
to him.
walking now or is he running?
No, he was coming out of what looked like a property management place. So hustling,
Okay.
definitely hustling.
Grinding.
He wasn't coming out of like a rub and tug.
I mean, definitely not.
I love Pat.
All right. So Magic Mike minute. Someone died over the course of the last.
No,
couple
let's
days.
start with Sydney.
Sydney. Okay, so Sydney Sweeney putting up some absolute domination. Photos
Dominating the internet right now.
on Instagram. Titties.
When the tits are hot, drop it. I
believe Shane Gillis is hosting
Dump him.
this weekend too for
he's a nothing compared to fucking Sydney's tits.
well, he got fired by SNL.
Yeah, it's a
So-
big deal. That is a big deal.
What
And
do you-
Shane's great, but
Shane is great.
Sydney's,
He
Sydney
got-
We're
Sweeney's
supposed to
tits
see
are
him live,
Matthew
but he's doing
Slater
that.
level of fucking unbelievable. Like nothing's coming close to these
Wow.
things.
What a sports analogy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, well done.
She can't be stopped. She's a rocket ship.
Oh yeah. She's Well, what's the?
I don't know.
what is-
I don't think they better incorporate her tits a lot into the skits.
No,
like, or
yeah,
else, and I don't know if she's got an issue with that. If she likes it, we watched her on Hot Ones. The host kind of didn't go touch that topic. I definitely would have.
Oh,
I would've.
You have to.
What was that hot chili? The hot sauce?
The bomb.
When the bomb came out, I'd be like, so what are your thoughts on everyone only loving you for your tits?
Come on, she's got a
Good time to
personality.
ask
So
her.
She's
Yeah,
got a
she's
personality.
choking.
Are we
She's
looking
got
at
a
the next
personality.
host of Hot Wings?
No, I'm studying him.
Could you do-
Showtime
could-
said
could
he's
we-
the best host
could we do a
in
s-
history.
That guy is electric.
Can we do a spin-off episode where you interview someone and we do a hot wing challenge?
I'll do it. I'll do
Okay,
it.
that's great. That's one of our. That's going to be one of the things for.
It's got to be a hot
sub.
chick though,
The closest thing we had to that was Magic dying with the Dave's Hot Chicken.
Yeah,
and the gummy bear one that one time.
yeah.
That
the
thing
bomb's
took me
not
out.
that hot.
Like you almost got killed by Dave's Hot Chicken.
I did.
Oh, I almost died last week. By the way, I was eating almonds and I didn't know where they came from, and then I looked at the label. They were the Reaper. They were Reaper. So I was on fire. I was drinking water, Gatorade, you name it, and
That's hysterical.
so I felt your pain a little bit. I think chicken's probably an opportunity to be way more hotter than just like an almond, but
Still
Gummy's the
feel you.
worst.
Still nothing.
How many almonds did you get through before you were like, these suck?
Good handful.
I threw it in a little salad, got it going. Humble brag. I had a salad.
There you go, Naz.
Guys do
on,
it.
on
Hey, summer's around the
vacation.
corner.
Guys
Summer's
do it.
around the
Hot
corner.
sauce,
Oh, it was-
fucking
it was
almonds.
before the
This
vacation.
kid's on his grind.
Oh, never
boy.
mind.
No one's
Fraud.
hotter than Sydney Sweeney. No sauce. She's got the sauce.
All right, let's
Like,
talk about your whore that died.
just absolutely. I just want
hey,
to
talk
drool
about
over
your whore-
Sydney
talk
a
about
little bit
your whore
longer.
that died.
When Sydney dies, it's gonna be a sad day.
No,
But
she's
Kagney,
not.
Linn, Karter, pour one out
Yeah,
for
do
it,
it.
fellas.
Do it up.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Cagney, Linn,
Cagney Linn Karter at the age of 36 passed away. the other
36,
day.
way too young.
Blew
I
her
just-
head off with a shotgun.
I don't know how to say it. When I saw the news come past Twitter, it was a shocker. It was a shocker. She's a big one for me.
Thoughts and prayers.
Big one for me. And to hear the shotgun, like I would have thought it would have been by a BBC 12-inch double off shotgun BBC or something in a gangbang. I'm just shocked she would go like that way. And it makes me sad. Suicide is a big story of these porn stars.
It's no joke.
Condolences
Like, what
to
the
the
heck?
families.
It is bad. Yeah,
People, leave them
Pray
alone,
for, pray,
people.
pray for the families.
of course.
I'm praying, and I'm remembering, and I think we all should remember when you hear this episode. Look her up and realize who she
Give
is.
her her time if you
Give
know what
her
you
her
mean.
time. Get introduced to a clit piercing. Girl's a legend, absolute legend.
I don't think she's done work in a couple of years. They were saying. But
maybe that's why.
But find the old flicks.
Maybe
Find the
that's
old
why
flicks.
she wrapped up.
yeah, it's a future. They're out
Kagney,
there.
Linn, Karter, like total rock star. I'm serious here.
Get acquainted.
Kurt Cobain.
She's no
Cagney Linn
August
Karter.
Ames, but she's
RIP.
damn close. She joins an elite class of dead porn stars.
So-
And at this point, maybe I hope they're all having a nice orgy up in heaven.
Actively, was it like Megan Fox, Sydney Sweeney, Cagney Linn Karter? Like, was that the trio?
No. Cagney Lynn's like
was-
they're all different. Sydney Sweeney's no one's even
Is Rachel Starr over
close.
Cagney Lynn?
Yes.
Gotta be.
It was.
But
all,
she's
it
in
was
that-
always Rachel
Respectfully.
Starr.
She's in that
Respectfully.
combo. She's in that combo. Like if Cagney Lynn came to the fucking Club Alex's, I'm showing out for her.
It's not anymore.
I know.
That's cold Showtime. That's
Yeah,
cold.
it makes me
Showtime.
sad.
Jesus.
It makes me sad I'll never
Just
get to meet
shaking
her.
a ghost pussy.
She was just such a beautiful human.
Yeah,
I can't wait for everyone who's never watched Kagney Linn to get introduced and really get to soak her in. She's a shot of life, a real shot of life.
She's not.
Not anymore.
Some hate over here by Showtime.
Showtime's just hating on my porn habits or
Yeah.
something. I don't fucking
Okay.
know. I don't know. Who's
You
going
need
next?
Jesus. You need Jesus.
Who would hurt you if this porn star comes across your Twitter timeline that they blew their brains out with a shotgun?
Dude, Lisa,
Sorry, Kagney.
Lisa Ann even getting arrested the other day had me fired up.
Out of tears. Out of tears.
Had me fucking weeping.
She'd be a big one.
No!
Her tits are weird though.
Leave her alone.
Leave Lisa
Watch your
alone. Oh boy.
Give me some more names. Come on,
Hey,
drop a name.
Stay out of
Bring
it
your
tonight.
own names.
Yeah,
Stay out of it
Bring your
tonight.
own names.
All right, let me think of one. Rachel would be like Rachel. I might fly to the funeral. I actually might. Rachel's a huge one.
You met her too. Like you
I
got
met
that
her.
ass.
She has my
you gotta
Like, you're on
birthday.
a shirt.
She has my birthday. I have the
You guys
shirt.
get the same birthday?
Same birthday.
That's
bro.
unreal.
That's nuts.
I get the
that
same
was
as
meant.
Abraham
She's
Lincoln.
like 4
I've
years
told this
older than me.
before.
We could be married.
4? No way. She's got to be in her 40s. No.
No,
Really?
I'll look it up for
Or
you.
Yeah,
worth the
fact
Google.
check,
Worth
fact
the
check.
Google. The last thing I had here was True Detective season 4 recap. Jodie Foster. Thought you kind of put on a show.
I loved it.
Yeah,
It was very sci-fi-esque, which I love.
it definitely wasn't the best, but
No, it wasn't the best, but it was very good. I enjoyed
Is
it
it
a lot.
worth the watch? I watched the first episode.
Yeah,
It put
it's
me to bed.
6.
yeah,
it's
you got
6.
It's only 6. You got to lean into it a
If
little
you can't
bit.
take 6, and some of it's slow, it's kind of like
It didn't. I did like
It's
the
not the
ending. I think it
fastest.
made. I think it made sense at the end. I thought it was pretty good.
Is it aliens related?
Not really. You
No.
got,
Really?
it's got
So, yeah.
it's got some of that vibes, but it's more. I don't know. It's in Alaska, so like the
Okay.
spoiler
fucking
free
cool.
for now,
I
but
knew
they
that.
did bring up something that they didn't get into, and I didn't like it because I'm a sci-fi guy. It pissed me off. But other than that, it was
So
good.
yeah, you're recommending?
Yeah,
it's
I'd
worth,
give it a watch.
It's worth the dive.
Recommend
Also,
it.
she's 8 years older. You're right. She just entered 40, which is
I
good.
know my ages.
Respectfully.
I know my ages.
I got a good doc that I just watched.
Ooh,
Serial killer doc.
ooh.
Fuck, I can't remember. It's something about a stalker. Very good.
Oh, nice.
I got the Demon Slayer movie coming out this weekend on Friday. So
There we go. And then
Let
I
me get this title.
big debut.
I started tuning into the Dynasty with the Patriots documentary on Apple TV.
Tommy Garino's in it. Shout out.
Been great so far. First 2 episodes, they're kind of cutting into Belichick before the Pats, how he made a mistake at quarterback with the Browns coming in, taking Brady over Bledsoe. Pretty cool works. I mean, I'm just interested to see there's going to be a lot of tea coming out that I don't think people have heard. Like they've been typically a quiet organization when it comes to letting out big tea. So, it's going to spin the other way. I think.
Is it better porn than Kagney Linn?
Yeah, definitely. No question.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Pat's porn's crazy.
Pat's porn is unreal.
But
Pat's
back to what
going-
Craig was saying, Demon Slayer movie.
Oh yeah, season 4, baby.
Lovers.
What matters?
The Hashira training arc. I'm fucking jacked up. Like I'm going to like a nice Italian dinner after like hitting the casino. Like I'm fucking going nuts.
Okay.
What movie theater is your
Hell
choice?
I'm going to IMAX at Lowe's in Boston.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
I might join you.
Lover, stalker, killer.
7 o'clock. If you want to join Showtime, you know where I'll be.
Okay.
Is that on Netflix?
Lover, stalker, killer on Netflix. Give that a watch.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Yeah.
worth the
Oh, I
time.
seen it.
Where- yeah.
Sucks.
It's worth a watch.
Imagine you should wrestle this kid after. He's fucking
I'll
gets
see
you.
him in
It's
the
me
ring.
and Anton versus
I'll
you
see him in
and
the ring.
Magic. I'm getting down there.
Take us any day of the week. I'll wrestle with one hand.
All right, boys. you
Debatable.
got-
I mean,
what do you- what do we
Showtime's got me.
Anything
so.
else you guys want to bring up?
I don't know. Dude, anyone like to go for runs? You like to go for
Oh
runs?
yeah, I'm training for the Chicago Marathon,
There we go.
When is that?
October 14th.
I saw before the show. What you were? How are you were training?
Watching running videos.
I must see it to achieve it.
Yes.
exactly. Well, episode 156 in the books. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Steele and Nazz. Probably see you next week. If not, definitely the week after. We'll be around.
You'll see us everywhere until we
No,
get
we got
1,000.
some. We got some
Head
shit
to
around the corner.
1,000.
Yeah, head to 1,000. Me and Magic might go talk to Tyler King and Ozzy at UFC Boston because they want to come on, but they've been like just kind of busy and shit. So we might
Showtime
we might
Magic back
bring
in
it-
the mix?
Yeah, we
Showtime
might
Magic.
bring it to them. Might bring it to the
Who
front
else should we
doors.
track down?
Can't wait.
Some homeless guys?
Yeah, why not? You should do a
Dude, what?
like talk at the
See you
see ya.
later.
Showtime Magic's coming back. Let's get Bob.
The new year is almost here, and if you're looking to shed off some holiday pounds before beach season, well, look no further and head on down to Slight Edge Fitness and Performance, located at 101 French Avenue in Braintree, Massachusetts. Owned and operated by our guy, Quincy legend, Craig Kelly. You will be assured that you are getting the best training around. They believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training and have been leading the charge at their state-of-the-art fitness facility since 2020. Their staff is actively enriching the lives of members and creating a community of like-minded people who love being healthy and strong. They are helping you to get in shape and teaching you how to maintain your health and fitness. Group fitness classes as well as one-on-one personal training sessions are available. Make sure to visit slightedgefit.com and also follow them on Instagram at slightedgefitness and set up a consultation today. If you're looking to get back in shape or trying to get a slight edge on the competition, this gym is for you. Check out Slight Edge Fitness and Performance, located at 101 French Avenue in Braintree, Massachusetts, and tell them the boys from Steele Nazz sent you.